What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are on track number 3, Rush, Power Windows. This is Manhattan Project. If you're new here, please subscribe. Check out my videos, all kinds of videos, reaction videos, bass videos, music videos. Check it out. In the description below, I got all kinds of things. Check it out. Amazon affiliate links, bio stuff. Check it out. If you like the channel, if you want to support the channel, if you're not new here and you dig what I'm doing, you can hit super thanks underneath this video right here. You can hit me direct in the description. I got PayPal, Venmo, Amazon wishlist, mailing address. Thank you guys. Awesome. All right, Manhattan Project. Manhattan Project explores the development and explosion of the first nuclear weapon at the Manhattan Project. The track was difficult for the band to put together, partly due to Peart's difficulty in writing lyrics from an objective point of view rather than as an observer of the event. Life's in, yeah, but he's so freaking brilliant. I'm sure he understood that he was trying to do that, so he eventually got, at least to some point, that was acceptable to him, right? Of course. I mean, you know. Anyways, Lifeson recalled that Peart had thoroughly researched on the topic beforehand. Okay, so that being said, I'm probably not going to catch damn near any of the lyrics on first listen to begin with, so that's a whole other thing. But for you guys who know the song, who've heard it before many times, this is my first listen, and we're going to do this Manhattan Project. Bam. Is this a Cyndi Lauper song? Is she coming out?
Imagine a time.
It is.
When it all began. In the dying days of a war. A weapon that
okay, there we go.
settle the score.
I thought this was Time After Time.
It first would be sure to do their worst. They always had before. Imagine a man where it all began. A scientist pacing the floor in each nation, always eager to explore. Build the best big stick to turn the winning trick. But this was something more. The Big Bang took and shook the world, shut down the rising sun. The end was begun, it hit everyone when the chain reaction was done. The big shots try to hold it back, fools try to wish it away. The hopeful depend on a world without end, whatever the hopeless may say. Imagine a place.
Right? I mean, that's Cyndi Lauper right there.
Gathered from across the land to work in the secret.
Except for that, then we get a little jazzy, right?
All the brightest boys to play with the biggest toys, more than they bargained for. The Big Bang took and shook the world, shut down the rising sun. The hopeful depend on a world without end, whatever the hopeless may
Sounds like Eddie's got a 5-string there, right? Okay, so that had strings on it, right? That was one of the songs that had strings. That was cool. I dig it. I mean, the songs they're not off-putting to me. They're not, I don't feel like the songs are bad or any of that. That's not like, again, this is my first listen. I understand I need to listen to these a million more times in order to fully, like, get a better, grasp on all of it. But just, you're here for my first listen, right? The songs aren't, they're not off-putting. They're not like, oh, this is a bad song or whatever. They're not coming off like that at all. If anything, the thing that's off-putting is just the production, which has to do with the time. It's not, I'm not saying it's their fault. It's like, oh, wow, you guys could have made like whatever and you decided to make like an 80s record. It's like, no, it was 85, right? So I don't blame them for it. They're rolling with the times. I totally get it. And, it's probably best for them to do, especially having made already Permanent Waves and 2112 and Moving Pictures and even Signals, right? So it's like, yeah, okay, we got all these new tools here. Let's work this out and make a new tools Rush, right? Rush, and it does. It still sounds like Rush. It does. It still sounds like Rush. So it's just whether or not you like it. It's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like fashion, Rush fashion, right? This is going to be weird, okay? But you're here for it. I understand. And I'm not a fashion person, by the way, like in any way, shape, or form. But, like, it's kind of like, okay, you got like this Rush 70s fashion here, right? It's Rush late 70s fashion. And then you got the Rush 80, 81, 82 fashion, right? And now you've got this, like, Flock of Seagulls, Duran Duran fashion, Cyndi Lauper fashion. And we're here today, we can look back on it and be like, oh, God, thank God that's over. That was a time that happened. Yep, okay, that happened. It's all right. We're here now. And that's kind of how I feel. I'm kind of like, okay, like, the songs are fine, okay, and perhaps I see these live and it's a whole other thing. But for the record, which I'm listening to, that's like, okay, this is really shiny. This is really sterile, kind of sounds sterile. It's not hitting you. It's not like it's not amps in the face hitting you. You know what I'm saying? This is not amps in the face. Permanent Waves is amps in the face. Even Signals is like a blend of those. Like it's a but again, we're bringing up the analog to digital. This feels like that. It feels like we're in the studio is in the emergency room, right? We're in a super sterile environment, you hope. Sorry, And that's kind of what it sounds like to me a bit, is that it just sounds like that. It sounds really just like processed, things like that. Just everything just like looked after and with a fine-tooth comb, just zeroed in on, magnifying glass, right? Doesn't feel raw in any way, shape, or form, right? It doesn't, kind of doesn't. I'm not saying that doesn't have energy. I'm not saying any of that kind of thing. I'm just saying the things that I would dislike about this thus far has to do with production, has to do with just the tonal qualities, the sound, those kinds of things, which I just only think has to do with its 1985. That's literally all I think it has to do with. And I would be interested to hear these songs live, because how are they doing it and how does it come off in that way? Anyways, okay, up next, Marathon. Marathon I have heard before, but this may be just like when we just did The Big Money, which I did hear before, and I'm just like, it was so long ago, I don't remember. I seriously, and I only literally heard it one time. So like I may not remember it. So much has happened since then. It's literally months ago. So anyways, next up is Marathon. I'll catch you then.